let's grab a quick question from You Don't Know My Life, a great game. We have some listeners, didn't you say, that use this for like staff meetings and icebreakers? And so here's another one you can steal. And it is, what is something you've put on the outside of your fridge that makes you smile?
Oh, so fun. I have
That's a
a
great question.
million magnets and my kids' artwork on my fridge, but it's actually not my fridge. It's my freezer because I have a fridge that doesn't have the magnetizing.
Oh, you
Yeah,
have a
they
stainless
changed.
steel? Is it
Yeah,
stainless
I
steel?
guess they changed up refrigerators a while back, so not all of them have the magnet stick, but my freezer, it's a separate freezer and that one does. So it's covered in kids' drawings, pictures of my family, and really cute magnets.
Oh, yeah, I
Yeah.
know I'm gonna have to get a freezer at some point because if my son is as tall as they think and he has all his tall guy friends come over, then there's gonna be a lot of meat in that thing. Sorry to the vegetarians out there. So I have a fridge that actually can use magnets, so I have a lot of magnets, but there's one in particular that makes me laugh every time I look at it, and so when my son was in preschool, his school had called a fun run. And so basically it was for the young kids to have a race around the parking lot of the school as a fundraiser. And so it is a picture, an action shot from the start of the race. And so
Cute.
all these kids are smiling, they're getting ready to run, and this is fun. And then there's Mr. Carter. His eyebrows are like intense. His eyes are intense. His fists are like fully formed. And he's determined he's going to win that race. So it's hilarious. And he did end up winning that race, by the way. But it was hilarious to see. He was totally different. He is uber competitive. And so I had to get a shot of that, and I got it as a fridge magnet, and it's on my fridge. And every time I look at
So
it, I'm like, there's my
cute.
boy. He's gonna win this damn race. And he did win it. And I mean, and I always have to, I'm the one that always has to tell him, you know, games are supposed to be fun, races are supposed to be
Yeah.
fun, things are supposed to be fun. Like, don't forget to have fun. But he truly is. He is a competitive spirit. So he's gonna he's gonna be somebody I'm gonna have to kind of shake up a little bit and not be so tense about these things.
That picture encapsulated that
Oh my gosh.
intensity.
And he's 4 years, I mean, like, I think he's 4 years old in this picture, and it's
So great.
and you think he's trying to get the gold medal at the Olympics. I mean, dude is focused.
So great. That reminds me of one of my favorite pictures of my kids is when we went to go meet Santa.
Uh-huh.
And this was not when Reese was a newborn, but the following year. She was about one and change, maybe like 15 months old. And we went to go see Santa Claus. And this picture is of Lauren, who at that stage, she's 2.5 years older. So she was what, 4? And she is sitting like a perfect angel in her adorable Christmas dress on one side of Santa's lap, and her legs are crossed at the ankles with her patent leather little shoes. And she
Sweet.
has her hands, even like holding hands. And she's just idyllically, angelically looking at the camera and smiling to mommy. Meanwhile, on the other leg, Reese is screaming bloody murder and reaching out for me like, "Mom!" with the most terrified look on
Oh,
her
that's
face.
hilarious.
It's one of my favorite pictures because how opposite they are. It's like Lauren
Right.
going, "Look at me, mom. I'm going to be perfect."
And
While Reese is like, "Get me out of here. Who is this strange guy?"
so let me ask a question, okay? So here a few years later, are they any different than that picture? I
Nope,
mean, are they
exactly the
exactly the
same.
that is the personalities,
That's their
exactly.
personalities encapsulated in a moment.
I have a friend who, doesn't have children, and Mr. Carter's really her only experience with children because she, like me, was the baby of the family. He's really my only experience with children because if you're the youngest, you don't raise other siblings, right?
Right, yeah.
And so she's like, "I never understood that they came as they are." And I'm like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
the parents don't create these children. They're just trying to corral these children, right?" And
They
so
pass
anyway,
through us. We
yes.
don't make them.
No, and so, yes, she's been fascinated. She's like, she's older than me, so she's like, "I just hope I live long enough to know what Mr. Carter does for a living because I wanna see what this personality turns into." And I'm like, "Me too. I hope to live long
Me
enough to know what he
too.
does for a living."
I know. That's why we gotta get our lifeline screenings.
That's right,
So
exactly.
we can live this long, right?
Exactly, don't forget your veins.